So thanks for being here in this community for women, for supporting it. Thanks for sharing in this practice this year. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. New York Times bestseller, described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. We're here every single day. And today is day number 1823. The message is titled Miracle Thinking. Miracle Thinking. And there's a quote offered to us by Albert Einstein. It says, there are two ways to live your life. There are two ways to live your life. One is though as nothing is a miracle, and the other is though everything is a miracle. There is no end to worry, because there is no end to what exists out of our view. Let's hear that again. Just bring yourself into that for a second. There is no end to worry, because there is no end to what exists out of our view, beyond our very small eyes. So worry is a way to gamble with what might or might not happen. It reminds me of a friend who had a flat tire on a country road. After finding that he had no jack, he began walking, hoping to find a nearby farmer who would help him. It was getting dark and the crickets were getting louder. And as he walked the overgrown road, he began to throw the dice of worry in his mind. What if the farmer's not home? What if he is and won't let me use his jack? What if he won't let me use his phone? What if he's frightened of me? I never did anything to him. Why won't he just let me use his phone? By the time he knocked on the farmer's door, my friend was so preoccupied with what could go wrong that when the friendly old man answered, my friend bellowed, well, you can keep your gosh darn jack. Being human, we struggle constantly to stay with the miracle of what is and not to fall constantly into the black hole of what is not. This is an ancient challenge. As the Sufi poet centuries ago, every particle of creation sings its own song of what is and what is not. Hearing what is can make you wise. Hearing what is not can drive you mad. The very first line here, there is no end to worry, because there is no end to what exists out of view beyond our small eyes. These what ifs could go on and on and on. As a way to gamble with what might or might not happen. I've never perceived it as gambling like that before. Have you? And this whole conversation with this guy that had the flat tire has with himself. We can definitely rile ourselves up like that. And we're pretty darn good at it. We could be absolutely convinced of something. And it's not the case at all. Just because we think something does not mean it's true. So the quote by Albert Einstein, there are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. And the title is Miracle Thinking, the title of this message that we're invited to ponder and have it make sense, some kind of soul connection. We're looking for a deeper meaning in these messages this year. So the last we struggle constantly to stay with the miracle of what is and not to fall constantly into the black hole of what is not. It's a lot of missing out on life. I think Mark Nepo is doing a good job of already this year, this month anyway, we're already in the 24th here. It's hard to believe that year just started and we're already 24 days in. But I think this month he's done a very good job of giving us messages, for at least me to understand that there's a lot of life we're missing out on. Because of fear, we don't go there. Remember, there's been a lot of talk. So we think there's a boogeyman over there, so we avoid that whole side of the house. And if we don't agree with somebody, then it's that. And if we're looking for perfection here, then there's that. How much wide world out here. And then today's is our thinking. Being human, we struggle constantly to stay with the miracle of what is preciously present. And not to fall constantly into the black hole of what is not. Lack. Two energies always, right? Positive, negative. The miracle of what is and lack. What's not that. And everything about that is the energy. Guides the direction. Fascinating conversation. Hearing what is can make you wise. Hearing what is not can drive you mad. Meditation is to sit quietly, quiet your mind, and consider a situation that is causing you to worry. Breathe slowly, and as you inhale, focus on accepting what is. Try to let in both the gifts and the hardships of the reality you are in. Breathe evenly, and as you exhale, focus on releasing what is not. Try to let go of all the imagined outcomes that are not real. And settle into the miracle of what is. Miracle thinking. There are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Albert Einstein. Thank you, Mark Nepo. The journaling prompt for today comes from the 365 Spiritual Journal. Hey, Eileen. Yeah, I love this soundtrack too. It really helps me drop in well. Day 24, our journaling prompt comes from the 365 Spiritual Journal, Awareness Questions for the Soul by Zen Mirrors. There's a quote. No, I think we read that yesterday. I'll read it again. Quote by John Henry Newman. To live is to change, and to be perfect is to have changed often. The journaling prompt we're offered today is, if you were given a blank page upon which you can recreate your life, what would you create? What would you create? Blank page. Let's throw unlimited funds in there. What would you create? You were given a blank page to recreate your life. Start over fresh. What would you create? Interesting, isn't it? That's a very interesting question. Ladies, if you're available, please, today at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have Carol Pesci, guest speaker on. That's 4 p.m. Eastern today, Wednesday, January 24th. She is the founder and owner of Little Pink Press Publishing. She helps women get their books, books by or for women. The women, some of the women write children's books. Some of them write, there's all different kinds. She'll consider any genre of writing. She's very passionate about helping women get the book out that's in them. It's free of charge. Would love you to come by. Appreciate your support so much. Otherwise, we'll see you here tomorrow in deep and honest gratitude. Thanks for coming by. Namaste.